Hello, namaste, and welcome to another video. So, we are currently witnessing a city takeover. You must have seen a lot of city takeovers, so nothing big. At the same point of time, this is kind of special to me because this is with baby RDR, and baby RDR is currently taking over small city number 2. Let me show you that in the big map. Come on, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Because of the number of trucks over there and because of the activity that is ongoing, obviously, a little bit of lag. So, pardon me, that is the map, and this is the area. So, already all these cities are covered, the city 2, city 1s. So, slowly moving towards the main area, and over here is the small city 2. And one of the reason for it is to cover the level 6 mines. I believe there are some nearby, and most likely chance is so that along with the alliance members we are going to shift to one of these areas. Now that's up to the management or to the leadership team. So got to see where exactly the hive is going to be placed. As of now, that's my teeny tiny account which I'm building into a strong and to put it in a very simple words, my main account is kind of mix and match of a lot of things where I have experimented a lot, uh, where I did not know how exactly to build an account, and I just went ahead with it. But on this particular account, I mainly focused on the attack and defense, and even I would say that it's kind of like a luck factor probably that I got a very good formation. As of now, I can't show you here because the formation is outside, so that can't be done. But here is what I can show you. So these are the heroes that I got. I have 5 orange heroes over here, and that to the main ones. So I got Emilia, who is known for research because you get a bit of research buff. And then we have Chinatsu, and you all know Chinatsu's global effects. You get the alliance duel points, and then the blood drawers heroes along with the wings of dawn. Laura, obviously, for the free mission counts from the radar, etc. And then Katrina, the default hero, and the first one which you always get, which most of us get. So is the case with Sophia as well, where you get your construction time. So I have the main heroes, and when I saw that, the moment I realized that, okay, the day I realized I have Chinatsu, I said that, all right, this account is to be built for battles, not for farming. I actually use this for farming for my main account. So my idea was to farm this account from my main account. So with that idea, I started building this account to get good amount of resources and all. And you must be wondering why my resources are so low when I'm saying that I built this account initially for a farm account. The main reason is so that I did a double headquarter level up today. And earlier it was at 19. Today, because it's the construction day in the Alliance Duel event, I bumped it up to level 21, headquarter level 21. And currently the buildings that are happening are the walls. I want to focus on the walls and the formation so that I have a little bit of defense. At the same point of time, I made sure that the villa and the bookstore along with my restaurant are going up, okay, to a better level. I need to get this to either 18 or 20. My idea is to get villa at least to level 20 so that the free construction time is of a higher level. So I think I can show you the main as well while this screen is on. Give me a second. No, the chat bubbles are on over there. Let me handle that. So this video is also, in this video we'll also cover a bit about heroes. Okay, the chat bubble is gone. So this is my main account, as you all know, okay, and I'm building up my power level as well because of the troops count. As of now, my overall power kind of fell. I mean, you already saw in the videos that we took a lot of battles. So as of now, I only got like 5,000 troops. I need to speed up the troops training as fast as possible. I'm actually getting slightly carried away. So on this account, what I did, I got the restaurant up to headquarter, I'm saying, level 20. And then I am again pushing villa to level 24, so that from 1120 free seconds to more, I need to see how much it would be. I think it showed and I forgot. And most likely chances that, more than 50%, probably somewhere around 50%. And here we have the research speed as well, 36% of speed. And believe me, guys, I have seen insane speed levels in terms of research. At the same point of time, thanks to RPM management, they gave me the vice president role. So with the vice president role, what happens is you get both research as well as construction buff of 5%. Let me pull up the mail which actually describes the, yeah, there we go, the position appointment. Okay, so here it is. I got the position yesterday 23, that is the game time. So okay, you understood the point over here. So with the vice president role, you get a construction speed of 5% and the research speed of 5% straight up. So with this, combined this with my villa, where I'm already by default getting a buff of 46% and the building free time of 1120. So the moment I saw it's the construction day, I made best use of my speed ups on all these from yesterday till now. And this has been happening since 2 to 3 days that I'm primarily concentrating on all of the buildings and then going on. Our agenda was to look at the building takeover, and somehow I got carried away getting into the buildings and etc. So a little bit of background, and whenever we see a city takeover, it actually reminds me of Star Wars, man. Seriously, it's like multiple. I forgot the name of those aircrafts or spacecrafts. Sorry, spacecrafts which attack, and it actually looks like that. Though we have multiple cheetahs and all, we were supposed to have one tank over here because one of our R4, he said that he was about to get it done. Looks like, the upgrade did not happen on time. But insane amount of power that is being unleashed onto the city too, and it is done almost down to the last digits and done. Baby RDR captured successfully level 2. Congratulations to my friends over here. And in multiple of my videos, you must have seen that, I talk a lot about Baby RDR. One fine day, I'll tell you the story about Baby RDR as well. It's been there from quite some time, and amazing people over here. And I don't know, God's grace, touch wood, everything should be as it is and everything should go fine with the alliance. So best wishes to Baby RDR, best wishes to the leadership team, my friends, Hero, Logan, Roadrunner, and then the other R4s who have been like very kind and very how to put it across, like they literally embraced me, though I entered the alliance with a farm account. I mean, they knew that it's Santa's farm account and it's not going to be of a higher power level, and still these guys said it's okay, you join us, we have Santa with us, we are gonna be fine with it. So thank you so much for each and everyone from the team, from not only the R4s and R5s, even the team entirely is lovely people. So through this video, it's kind of like a recruitment call for other guys who are there at stage 62. And if you are new and if you're anyone from the other states, if you're thinking about joining stage 62, you're always welcome. Once you land here, I mean, I have videos where I have spoken about how to create a new account from a different email ID, and how exactly you can not transfer, but how exactly you can maintain two different accounts from a same ID. So that's about it. create another account, join me here. We will find a spot for you. If not in baby Adia, I'll definitely find a spot for you, is what I can say. I mean, I can say that so confidently. Logan really has 100 years, brother. It's either Logan or Hero. That's for sure. 100 years. We were just talking about these guys, and yeah, that is Hero. So uh, they are saying that don't go back. I, then I need to. Then I need to. Oh, they are taking over one more. Oh my goodness, guys! This is going to be like an insane scene. What I'm gonna show you. Wait, let me first of all get into position. I did not know that they are going for two cities on the same time. All right, all right. I'm in position. Shout out given to Hero for the text pop up. So I'm actually shocked a little bit. I didn't know that it was like two cities being taken over. So, so yeah, there are congratulatory messages. I'm actually slightly emotional because seeing a small alliance grow and being part of a small alliance, uh, it is it is a very proud moment, because building something, I didn't build it from scratch or anything. It is entirely Logan, Hero. These guys have worked for it. They deserve all the credit. I was just a tiny part of all of that, but being a part of something, um, that's all I would like to say. Seriously, like, man, I need to control my emotions on video side. Okay, let's get back. What I wanted to show you is like, these guys have already reached over there. Okay, I'm actually delayed a little bit. Oh no, the lines are still there. I can still show you. So the moment we captured the prior city, it's going to be a lengthy video, of course. I thought that, it's going to be cut short into 10 minutes or so. But you got the gist of it. And my goodness, man, look at that visual. Wow. Seriously, a couple of days ago, on my main account, while talking to Matt and Penny, there was this conversation happening regarding battle formations, etc., etc. So I said, like, I got this. We have this movie in Tollywood named as Businessman. So in Businessman, Mahesh Babu mentions a dialogue. In the dialogue, he says that he's actually trying to motivate his team. He runs a gang. If you watch the movie, you will understand why gang, this, that, blah, 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 and why is the thing. For your better understanding, I'll just say that, he addresses his team and says that his more, purpose of the thing is to motivate the team members. So what he does is, like, he says, imagine 50 people. He says, like, okay, chalo, theek hai, let's imagine 50 people. Then he says, like, imagine those 50 people are walking towards you. I said, okay, 50 are walking towards you. And then he says that, imagine 50 buffed up guys walking towards you. It's like, okay, now things are getting heated up, things are getting slightly serious. So then he says, like, imagine 50 people buffed up running towards you. Like, okay, so what's going to happen then? So he says, imagine 50 people buffed up, guns in their hand, running towards you. I said, like, bye, tata, bye bye, मैं जा रहा यहाँ से. So this particular visual actually reminds me of Businessman. Seriously, very well coordinated teamwork, I would say. As soon as the leadership mentioned that this particular time we are going to take a city, that particular time, I would say it's almost like 60 to 70% participation, which is really great. Really great, I'm saying, because the alliance is it is part of top 10. Let me tell you, let me clarify that it's part of top 10. Still, considering the growth factor, considering the level from where RDR, baby RDR grew, I did not expect such kind of online activity. And if baby RDR can do such kind of online activity, I'm 100% certain any alliance can do it. It's not going to be easy. Let me clarify that to you. It is not going to be easy at all. I have seen Logan, Hero, Roadrunner, these guys tirelessly working with other R4, R5s as well. And these guys have a very weird rule in the alliance that they change R5s. I really don't know. In other places, R5s are like constant. But here I see that R5s change. Of course, there are certain personal reasons as well. I might joke about it. Don't get offended if I'm joking about it. My guys, man, I can happily joke about it. It's like my family. So no worries. I don't think anyone will get hurt. So very weird rule. They change R5s. When Logan changed and when Hero changed, they told me like, brother, we have some commitments we got to take care of, and can't exactly give 100% to the game. Hence we are changing. There are like some other reasons as well. So considering everything, the roles were changed, the positions were changed, and then slowly progressions happened, everything going on. I have seen their journey. And it hasn't been a easy sort of thing. At the same point of time, it was not. At the same point of time, it was difficult because there were certain. Of course, I cannot talk everything on an online video. So I'll shut up before I reveal something. Whereas, looking at the journey so far, I can very safely say that it was not easy. Okay, and it was difficult. Of course, it was difficult. Still, now I can't say baby RDR anymore, man. These guys are like big. These guys are big, part of top 10. And still, God's grace bless you guys. You should have even much bigger progression. My wishes and blessings with again baby RDR. I got used to calling them baby RDR. So very good progression, and very good progression. I see, and they are tirelessly working. The other part which I really liked about baby RDR is members working together, and then if someone calls someone to some other alliance, they say that I'm happy over here, let it be. That was like shocking factor to me. I ran away. Let me be honest with you. I ran away to a bigger and a better alliance. That was a different factor altogether. But then I realized कि अपना जगह भाई अपने जगह, हम लोग वहाँ पे चलते हैं. तो I really don't know. So once again, my best wishes to baby RDR. And I sincerely hope and want to see these guys to grow even bigger, better. Even Cow game. Cow is one of my very good friend in the game as well. So he came here to show his support. That's not an attack, by the way. Both are sister alliances. So you all know. You all know the story. I have spoken about it n number of times. So hey, my truck is here as well. I think I can show you my formation as soon as my truck stops. Yeah, there we go. I forgot about this option. So as of now, we have the 7s, and the moment I touch 24, of course, we'll start building T8s, which I just started doing on my main account, and my goodness, not easy to maintain or train T8s. It literally takes a toll. It literally takes a huge toll. So Still, we will go ahead and get it done. No worries, no nothing at all. So that's the thing. So what should we do? By the time these guys are getting ready, let's talk a little bit about heroes, because that also I wanted to cover as a part of the video. We will go in the order of heroes that I have, or maybe we'll cover the season 1 heroes and then we will proceed to the other. I'm shocked. Oh, acha. Mia just got introduced, right? So let's begin with Selena. Selena, as you all know, assaulter attack. So a couple of these heroes, they do have a global effect. If they don't have a global effect, they have a troop related effect. So one of these two. Uh, so Selena, assaulter attack. If you are carrying assaulters in the formation, of course you will have a better buff, and the higher the star level, the higher the attack level. So that's the main thing for Selena. Then you have the skills, that has the damage factor, the damage range. I mean to say the surroundings, and then the slam count. This is something which is very very specific to Selena because of her bear. So I need to actually, I don't know how to show you these guys. If maybe I'll get a friend's account logged in, I would go ahead and show you, or else this is the best we can see. So instead of the cheetah going further, or maybe a vehicle going further and attacking, the bear will go further and attack. So that's the skill over here. So the slam, the increasing damage factor, and the range involved, etc. Blah 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 blah. The main one is the primary one is the increasing of the damage factor by a percentage according to the star level. So since here I covered about the star level, I'm not going to say multiple times about the stars and so on and so forth. So that's about Selena. Again, Selena is a Blood Rose hero. Remember about that. We'll talk a little bit more about the factions involved. Then we got Olivera, obviously a fabulous, fantastic hero. With her chainsaw, she becomes like super deadly. Also, I'm gonna cover that part as well, where to get the chainsaw, etc., etc. So with Olivera, the one of the best factor is the training speed right from the first star, and from there on you get the assault. This is a global effect again. For Selena, it's not a global effect; it's a personal effect. But for Olivera, it's a global effect. There is a major difference between these two, so do not get confused about it. Assault training resources, and then the assault attack increment, and the attack and defense boost effects apply to all of the units that are there. And while we are looking at here, that's on my main account, something is happening. No, is someone doing TVT? Yeah, someone is doing TVT. Okay, let them do the TVT. I thought that they began the attack on the city, and immediately I got distracted. So global, we just saw for the training speed and the assault defense and the assault training resource consumption, blah blah blah, attack, etc., etc. According to the star level, the active skills on the second is the increase of damage, the durability factor, and the bleeding effects that is inflicted. This is one of the reason why Olivera is a very very deadly hero. Again, Olivera is a DPS hero, damage per second. Selena as well as a damage per second. Olivera as well as a damage per second, and both are from Blood Rose. So the damage factor and the primary, the main one over here, increases the damage factor by a certain level. I forgot to show you the maximum when you get her to the highest level is the, regardless of whether Selena is deployed, all units damage increases by 10%. So this becomes like her exclusive talent on the global scale. So whether Selena is there or not, the buff will get applied. Then talking about Olivera, you have an exclusive talent where every one Blood Rose hero, consider this factor, every one Blood Rose hero is deployed, the troops attack and defense increases by 5%. When deploying 5 Blood Rose heroes, the troop capacity increases by an additional 10%. I'll get back to this particular part while I'm talking about the factions of the factions that are involved in the game. Okay, so I'll remember to come back to this. To keep it very simple, if you keep all 5 Blood Rose heroes, you will get a buff. Simple as that. Then moving to Scarlet, one more fantastic hero, that too in Wings of Dawn. Many like Wings of Dawn because Wings of Dawn counters your Blood Rose. We will talk more about that in a little while. But prior to that, I'll come from the I'll start from the maximum level. So again, hero specific exclusive talent where for every one Wings of Dawn, just like how we saw for Olivera, attack and defense increases by 5%. When deploying 5 Wings of Dawn heroes, the troop capacity increases by additional 10. Right? Okay. So that's about that. Then you have a global effect. This is also a contributing factor to the overall management of your heroes and your troops, where your training speed increases by 20%. Shooter related. Here we have shooters. Earlier we saw assaulters. Here we are saying shooters. So these are the buffs. These are the increments that you get on your attack as well as defense. Then the other parts are like damage factor. You're splitting the energy pulse into 2 pieces. Blah blah blah. Damage factors, etc. So different skills for different heroes. Obviously, you can't expect the same thing from everyone else. Again, a damage specific hero. Hence, I'm saying like one of the best. Then again over here we have the increase of the damage factor by a certain number and a percentage. That's about her. Then the latest addition into the game, Nyx. Again a damage hero, and that 2 Wings of Dawn, who can easily counter Blood Rose heroes. Why are you making so much sound? Shut up for a moment. Regardless of whether Nyx is deployed, all shooter units damage increases by 10%. So that's a maximum when you max her out. So that becomes this. And then you get the mind control, where your shooter attack, again shooter specific troops assignment for hero Nyx. I don't know why can't we just say heroines? And when I'm typing heroines in the chat, it actually considers as that, because HEROIN, I misspelled. Probably you understood the drift. The word gets censored. I know why, but I can't say it out here. Increases the damage factor and the puppet quantity, etc., etc. So in the primary, you'll have one single puppet. The 4th star, you'll get a second puppet, and the puppet has its own impact. Increases the damage factor, blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's about Nyx. And a very very deadly hero, because I have seen the impact of Nyx, having Nyx in your lineup, and how exactly these damage factors actually contribute to an overall formation, and it becomes quite a deadly force when you combine Nyx plus another Wings of Dawn, probably Scarlet, and combined with 2 Blood Rose heroes, or maybe 2 Guard of Order and 1 Blood Rose hero. A mix and match of things. Most have spoken to me and said that you should have 2 Blood Rose, 2 Wings and 1 God of Order. The other said like you need to have 2 Wings, 2 Guard of Order and 1 Blood Rose. And the other bunch told me like you need to have like 3 Wings and then 2 Blood Rose. So it's a combination, and you always swap these combinations basis on your opponent's formation. So if you see that, we will talk more about it in a little while. Then we have Evelyn, again a damage per second character, attack centric. Why am I saying character? Sorry. Hero who is a attack centric. And Evelyn has the maximum skill, that is an exclusive talent, where, for every Guard of Order, the same thing like the prior heroes, you have a 5% increment and the 10% increment when you have all 5 Guard of Order. Earlier we saw 5 Blood Rose heroes or 5 Wings of Dawn, and here we have 5 Guard of Order. Here as well you get a training speed. This is one of the reason why I actually wanted to take Evelyn. The second reason being her as a Guard of Order. Guard of Order counters, I'll tell you, Wings of Dawn. Okay, तो यहाँ पे राइडर आ जाएगा, राइडर का ये सीन है. Then the other thing is like increases the damage, increases the factors of damage. At 11 rockets are launched, Anta. My goodness, from 900 to 920, and then again when you have her at 5 stars. So that's about that. Then you have Sakura. I said Nyx as the latest edition. My bad. Actually, Sakura is the latest edition in the game. I totally forgot. Very recently added. Again a damage for second hero from Guard of Order. The maximum exclusive talent, here it's a slight twist. Regardless of whether Sakura is deployed or not, all rider units damage increases by 10%. So all that you need to have is like Sakura there in your account, and you get an increase of 10%. As simple as that. And then her third skill or ability, rider attack, increases by so on, so on, so on. From the increments, I don't have to talk how. Then the active skill launches 4 vehicle mounted missiles continuously, bomb, and this is how it looks, and it looks quite deadly. The stallions running further, and from the bike you saw what's happening. Okay, pulsed kind of shots going further. So that's about it. And the missile quality, missile quantity, blah blah blah, and the main skill being the increase of the damage factor 900 to 920. That is about Sakura. And the last one over here, which I don't know how I missed Mia. I still do have 2 fragments. Okay, maybe in the next recruitment session we will go ahead and get Mia. I don't know. Got to see. So guard of order hero with a defense. Okay, so in this video the first hero we saw for defense. Maximum exclusive talent boosts his self attack by 10%, defense by 10%, troop capacity by 5%, and then you have her global effect where the modification blueprints, experience yields, etc. If you have Mia in your formation, if you just have Mia, you will daily get blueprints, okay, and you know where to collect it on the garage. Then the active skill increases damage factor by an additional 150, number of bounces it says, and then the damage and the damage and the damage. Sorry, one more thing, increase of the number of the bounces. So what happens is this: when her whip swirls, and you saw, right, the electrifying impact or the pulse that is released, it actually bounces from one target to the other, moving further through the zombies, and that's a literally deadly ability. Then the primary one, quite an interesting. The normal attack boost itself, if we talk about 90, 90, 90, 90, then 120, and then direct 210. So here, since we covered a bunch of Blood Rose, Wings of Dawn, and Guard of Order, let's talk a little bit about the factions within the game. So we have 3 factions, as most of us know: Blood Rose, Wings of Dawn, Guard of Order, and all 3. Why are they attacking? And why are we not attacking? Maybe something changed. Let me take a look at the chat. Why are we not taking city? I don't know. I forgot that. I'm actually slightly shocked. Okay, ठीक है. In which ways? Acha, we forgot that you can only take over 1 city per day. Now that makes sense. Chalo, ठीक है. I'll send my trucks back to the Alliance Hive, and then Roger, and then we'll do the rest of the activity. Now we'll go back to the heroes, and quite a lot of heroes to be covered. So I'll quickly swap through all the heroes, and I'm not going to cover in detail, but I'll quickly tell you what are the major ones, because the other 2 skills are primarily into like damage, the active skills, either the damage or the defense. So let's cover the order. I am unable to concentrate on the video because of this sound, so I'll go back to the hive. Thank goodness. Okay. So yeah, before going back to the orange heroes, let's start from here. I always use Natalie, Giselle, and then Athena as my farming formation. The main reason being that, Natalie has the skill of food gathering speed of 3%, again a global effect. So irrespective, see, global effects are like whether the hero is there in the formation or not, the effect gets applied. But still, some psychological feeling that I have that I keep them in the formation, and the gathering speed and the food output, etc., increases. The other being the damage as well as the attack as usual on the other heroes. So we are not going to cover that. On the maximum, you get the hero attack faction of the Wings of Dawn. Obviously, a Wings of Dawn hero. Then we have Audrey, a Blood Rose hero, a defense centric, where you get the increase of hero defense faction, Blood Rose by 5%. Again, a global effect where your unit training speed. So make sure that your Audrey is actually 5 stars, which I'm trying on both accounts. Any hero with a global effect, try and make sure that they are prioritized to go for the 5 stars. Now, there is a kind of debate on this part saying that, why exactly to cover those, why not just go for only orange first? Please go ahead and take care of the first formation. Whatever is your first formation, obviously your priority has to be so that you get them to 5 stars plus first, and then you go for the other heroes. Now, my logic over here is so that if you have these sort of heroes who provide you a global effect, if you go ahead and give them 5 stars, you have an impact on the entire game on your account. So you obviously have like 5% from Audrey, then we have more heroes as well who provide you the training speed. So if you get all those heroes of training speed with the global effect, imagine how faster your troops are going to get trained. Moving on, Guard of Order, faction effect, you just saw, increases the hero attack of the faction by that percentage. I jumped the ship, gathering speed for food output and the resource output, etc. Athena is a hacker, so the electricity part over here, and then you have the damage as well as this, and then the damage as well as this, again to the star level. And then we have lovely Jizzle from the Blood Rose. I don't know why I like Blood Rose a lot, and for some reason they are stuck with me. And also, getting Blood Rose heroes are the first that you get as a formation in the game, and then you get Wings of Dawn, and then you get Guard of Order. So wood gathering speed, wood output, gathering speed, etc. Blah blah blah. I don't have to tell you how important wood and food is in the game. So I'm not going to stress on that point. So that's about Jizzle. Okay. Then you have. I'm also not covering whether it's a damage or a defense centric hero, because it's already evident. If you have this symbol like a fire, it is a damage related hero, that is DPS, damage per second. And on the other hand, if you have a shield, obviously defense. Okay, so since we covered Jizzle, let's move on to William, the only hero who I can say hero. And then we have a hero in the alliance as well. So faction defense by at level 1, obviously when you progress further, it's going to increase. And I need to make a correction that William is the first hero that you get in the game, because the game actually begins with William, and then you have Miranda. After Miranda, you get Katrina, and somewhere in between you get Sophia, and then we proceed to Mia, and then you Laura, not Mia, Laura, etc., etc., etc. So here we have the unit training speed, and then here as well. So we saw for Jizzle, right? If I remember, yeah, for Audrey, my mistake. For Audrey, we saw the training speed, and it is also, I highly recommend you to go ahead and upgrade William to 5 stars for sure. The main reason being so that very recently the co-ops mission in the caravan has again been launched in the game, and what I observed is during completing the Spec Ops mission on my main account that I was unable to proceed further because of the level of William, and I got stuck at 23. I'm unable to cross 24. So in order to proceed from here, I'm 100% certain I need to have a very strong William, because William is the one who takes you further. Why did I come here? Am I sorry? I normally don't want to edit the videos, and I don't know what I showed. Okay, thankfully nothing big. Penny, sorry yaar, your photo has been shown. I mean, I can't hide Penny's picture because it is pretty much there everywhere. Leader of RPM, right? R5. So for Spec Ops, I do something and I get distracted, man. For Spec Ops, you need William, and William needs to go for 5 stars. So I'm trying to get William up to 5 stars. I'm only left out with the last 5 leaves, and that to 78. So I need just couple more of fragments, and I can easily, I actually have, oh, I'm waiting for the hero day, the hero initiative day on the Alliance duel, and then I'll go ahead and upgrade William. Hero initiative is on. I need to wait another 2 days. Tomorrow is Age of Science and then Hero Initiative. Tomorrow I'm going to put on Mad Scientist cap and gonna go for a lot of researches. Chalo, theek hai. So we already spoken about a William, that the training speed increases, and then you have your damage as well as the other. The maximum ability is going to be this order of 5%, and then you have your damage factor, so on, so forth. So William has these two roles where in the caravan you can play in the spec ops, so this is necessary. At the same point of time, if you have orange equipment available, before you go to spec ops, kindly equip orange equipment so that you get a bit of buff. So the other gathering related formation I place is for Jizzle. Jizzle has this global effect where you get the wood gathering speed and wood output from your shelter production. So Jizzle is also a hero where you need to go for 4 stars. So since I started building this as my farm account, I concentrated on these heroes primarily to 4 stars. If you see, most of my blue heroes are in 4 stars. So okay, I got carried away. Even this account I kind of experimented a little bit, and I got them into 4 stars. Even on my other account, I am still building them. I thought they are 4 stars. I felt like, okay, how? This is one of the main drawback when you have like 2 accounts, so on and so forth. Yeah, come over here. Shut up. Training speed. Then you have your maximum this thing, and then you have your increase of damage. Let's switch to the main account, because any which ways the attack on the city is not done, and I can't navigate. I don't want to show the messages or this thing. तो हम लोग यहीं पे कंटिन्यू करते हैं, और कंटिन्यू करने से पहले चैट को ज़रा नीचे कर देते हैं. ओके, सो लेट दैट बी लाइक दैट. We reached till who? William. We covered all of them. And on this account, I don't know, still I did not get Chinatsu. I missed Chinatsu. And no matter how many times I draw, I don't know why. And Feather, my friend in the game, says like, Santa, every time you spin, how come you get Katrina? I'm so like, I don't know. She bound me into the game and we laugh about it. So wood gathering speed, resources, etc., the global effect. So that's about Jizzle. Again, Jizzle is in my third formation. Increases the damage factor, blah, 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 blah. And then you have, why did I get into the equipment? And then you have the primary skill where the damage factor, etc., blah, blah, blah. 42 minutes of the video. I should have started a live session, man. Even that could have been much better. Okay, quickly moving further. Christina, Wings of Dawn hero, the maximum, the exclusive talent where the Seize expert effect applies to the entire formation regardless of the Christina's deployment. Again, it's a global thingy. And the other part about Christina is, along with Katrina, where you get the fuel from Katrina, here Christina will actually provide you the reduction in the fuel cost. So whenever you're going for like attack on a zombie, or if you're beginning a rally on, now it is called as team up. If you are beginning a team up on Boomer, or if you're beginning a team up on opponent's headquarter, your actual fuel cost would be reduced by this much. At first star, -2, second star, increased by -2, and after that, the demolition time and all that gets added. So she is one of the hero which you need to prioritize for 5 stars. My highest recommendation. Because obviously, you're saving on fuel, and if you're saving on fuel, you know what happens. So that's about Christina. Moving further, we have Leah. I really hate when she licks the arrow, man. Come on. Increases the hero attack faction of guard of order by 10%, and then the attack factors. This is again, stop licking the arrow. And then the active skills, damage factor, blah, 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 blah. Then you have the increase of the damage factor, etc. She is guard of order. I cannot see that licking. Stop it. Then you have Isabella. Normally, most of us, we call her as a secret agent, because obviously it looks like that, does like that. And then somewhere in the details, I think, no, it's not mentioned over here, but many of us, we call her as the secret agent. So defense, global effect. Then you got your normal, increase of the damage factor by 90, and on over there 200, and then the immobilization duration by 1 second. This is a exclusive, hero exclusive buff, sorry, hero and faction exclusive skill. Why am I getting buff in my head? Buff is what we already covered. That is the defense as well as this. Okay, moving on. Increases the damage factor, blah, blah, blah. And then the additional, and this you can always see over here. I'm not repeating myself again. Now coming to our scholar, mad scientist in the game. And she increases the attack faction of the blood rose by 10%, and then you have an attack. Actually, I'm surprised that they did not consider Eva to give you kind of like a research related thing, because looking at her outfit and etc., she is supposed to be, she is a scientist, right? At least that is what I can gather. But they said scholar, which is also fine with me. And then the increase of this thing, damage, etc. Over here it is the attacks, and over here it is the increase of the damage factors, blah, 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 blah. So that's about Eva, scholar, blood rose. Very recently, Maria's look has been changed for XYZ reasons, which I do not want to get into because sensitive topic, obviously. Exclusive talent, troop capacity increases by 5%. So remember that whichever hero has these buffs, additional buffs, where you get a fuel reduction, where you get a troop increase, make sure that those heroes are to 5 stars. And I don't think that, getting blue or your purple, sorry, to 5 stars is that hard, because you very easily get these fragments. When it comes to orange heroes is where it is slightly difficult. Okay, orange fragments are not that easy to find. Again, Maria has this ability where you get the training speed, so hence I'm prioritizing Maria to 5 stars. This is on my main account, not on the second. On the second as well, I'm going to do the same thing. Increases the damage factor and the 90% of this thing, and which increases to 220, and then at the 5 stars, you get that knockback effect. So what happens is when you send this, enemies get knocked off. You see what's happening, right? As soon as the pulse emerges out of the weapon and moves further, the weapon being the hammer, the big hammer, looks like Thor se bhi bada hammer iske paas hai. Increases the damage factor, etc., etc. I normally don't speak in Hindi on my videos because I wanted to concentrate more on global audience, and many can easily understand English. But then I received a lot of requests saying that Santa bhai, can you, क्या आप एक वीडियो हिंदी में बना सकते हो? भाई मैं हिंदी में भी बात कर सकता हूँ, నేను తెలుగు అన్ని తెలుగులో కూడా మాట్లాడగలను. I'm trilingual. Most of you are like bilingual, but I know 3 different languages and I'm very fluent in all 3 languages. But the main factor over here is like I want to cover a lot of audience, and English is a language where I can do that. And I'm very confident in English as well. That's the other part. If I start speaking in Hindi, I get slightly conscious. But when I'm on the caster desk, I'm like boom, 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 bum. Kindly watch my videos of casting, it's there as well. Okay, getting back to the game. Elizabeth, who is a ranger, defense centric, and then the global effect is the defenses, obviously. And then you have your increase of damage, blah, 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 etc. The active skills, this, that, any buff available, increases immobilization durability. So the opponent gets a bit of immobilization, which I normally did not see that much in the game, wherein when it says it is there, it is there. I mean, as a blind rule. Then you have Fiona, very fierce hero, because whenever I see the flamethrower, I'm like, no way. And she says that I'm gonna burn you. Yeah, gets a global effect, and the attack is by this much. Then you have the increase of damage factor. I'm looking at the other screen because I want to keep it under 50 minutes, but I think it's not gonna be less than 60 minutes. So a proper 1 hour video on the way, guys. So these are the damage as well as other centric, and I didn't see any specific buff. Increases the duration by 2 seconds, I think, of the overall impact. Sprays a large amount of, the flame. They are speaking about the flame being incremented. So Wings of Dawn, again, DPS. Then we start going back to our orange heroes. Very recently, I got Emily on my main account, and I've been like waiting since like long time, primarily because of the research related speed. So her exclusive talent, your self attack by 10% and defense by 10%, troop capacity by 5%. Then you have your scientist. This is where I got really excited for Amelia. I am a free to play player. Most of you know. So many have suggested me to take the lab too. I cannot purchase it. So Amelia is the person who can give me the research related buff. Then of course we have secretary of research or vice president, where you get your research buff. Along with that, Emilia provides you the research time decrease. At star 1 you get 15, star 3 60 minutes, and on the overall, when you are researching any of the items in lab, you get these resource costs, like you have to spend certain resources for certain researches. Those costs will reduce. So that's our third. On the second, you have a damage factor, inflicts damage, burning effect. I wonder how much that sniper is, man. It's definitely a 50. No, it's not a 50 BMG. I think it is Lapua Magnum. Let me not get into the weapons and all. Inflicts additional burning effect and factor of the additional damage. Then this number of attacks, damage factor by additional of this, marks 3 targets at random with a sniper. Okay, maybe with the other formations included, with the other heroes included in the formation, increases the damage factor, and then all of these are there. I'm actually trying to wrap up the video as fast as possible. Hence, I'm not getting into way much into detail. Miranda, one more fabulous hero within the game. Blood Rose defense centric. Heroes defense faction of Blood Rose by 10%, and then you have the defenses very tough. Hence, one of the reason. And the other part I said wow and great is because getting Miranda fragments is like, I don't want to say and jinx it because I already got it. I have planned to get my. I'll also talk about the building factions as well. Then I'll tell you how to get these heroes up, power up by. Actually, I have a video on my channel. You can check it out, where the faction building, Blood Rose faction building, has been increased to level 20, and from there you can further upgrade your hero's power from the existing to higher than that. Because what happens is when you already reach 5 stars, you cannot upgrade the hero further, but the faction buildings will help you to further upgrade the hero to a very higher level of damage as well as defense. So that's about Miranda, Blood Rose hero. And then you have Vivian. Why did I? Oh, okay. That explains the thing. So we have the lucky dealer, and she's called as Bunny as well in the game. Katrina playfully calls her Bunny several times during the introduction scenes, etc., and many times during the game as well. Then you have the exclusive talent where your multiple troop can attack the same creep specific, and mostly everyone who play Lassie, they get Vivian just like that, because she is one of the first heroes that you receive in the game. And if you remember the actual story of the game, Vivian gets kidnapped, and the job of William and Katrina is to get her to safety. Okay, again, Vivian is one of the hero where you get the fuel cost reduction, then challenging the boomers and the damage dealt, blah blah blah, and then you got your increase of damage factor, this that blah blah blah, active this thing, and then you have your damage factors, etc., blah blah blah. I'm saying blah 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 to fill up whatever you're seeing on the screen. And I really do not have to again talk about your damage or the defense. And we will quickly cover the factions as well. Prior to that, I want to quickly finish off about all of the heroes. Laura. I missed Laura in the beginning stages of the game, and I was like very sad. Sad because she's one of the hero who has some very exclusive talents and very good ones. So here, if you see, boost self attack by 10% and defense by 10%, and the troop capacity will actually increase by 5%. One of the reason I wanted Laura is because on your radar, the number of missions per day are actually of a limited amount, and the limit is decided as per your radar level. But when you have Laura, and when you have Laura at 5 stars, it increases your mission count by 5. Experience yield from the radar gets increases. At 4 stars, you have 10 more missions off from whatever is the basic. And then complete the radar mission to receive an extra exploration chest. You all know what an exploration chest is. I don't want to get into that detail. Then you have your damage and your additional burning effects, and the damage factor by additional this thing, blah blah blah. Damage by 90, and then over here. So that's about your Laura. Your Laura, our Laura, whatever. Then you have Mia, who is a defense hero, and for her, the attack is by 10%, 10% capacity by 5%. Then you got the third skill. If you have understood the flow, the third skill is where you either have a hero specific impact or a global impact. All right. So global effect over here, you get the modification blueprints and you get the yields, experience yields, which you all know. Then you have your blueprints incremented. Then you have your yields, experience yield upgraded by this much. And finally, the skill damage on the vehicle, on the modified vehicle. Then you have your damage factor, etc., etc., etc. That is about Mia. Then talking about Katrina, everyone knows exclusive talent. Boost self attack by 10%, defense by 10%, troop capacity by 5%, and then the third skill, which makes her really great in the game and the only hero who can actually help you a lot with your fuel consumption and additional fuel being granted in the game. Because if you don't have Katrina, you will miss out on get 100 fuel per day, and I don't think anyone misses Katrina in the game. Pretty much by default you get her. Idle experience is by 10%, fuel restoration speed is by 10%. This is very needed. I don't have to stress the importance of fuel within the game. You all know about it. Then you have your active skills and the increase of the damage and this and that and support, whatever, whatnot. And then you have your damage, etc., etc., etc. So that's about Katrina. And lastly, to close this, we have Sophia. And Sophia, another amazing hero from the Blood Rose lineup, where you have your attack, your defense, and your troop capacity by 5%. And then you got your global effect, where your construction speed gets buffed up by 15 minutes, and then construction speed by 10%. At the third, you get 60 minutes ka timer. And the resource cost, because if your Sophia is at the 4 and 5, when you are spending food and wood along with Zents, that will reduced by minus 10%. So highly necessary to have Sophia at 5 stars. I don't have to really stress the importance of resources within the game, and you know how hard it is to get the resources. Otherwise, you have to just end up in your other alliances and then loot them, which you know that I'm very much against. So these are the heroes, and those are their abilities. So make the best use of all these heroes. Understand why and what, and I was about to get into big time trouble had I shown you the chat. So understand why it is necessary to get a particular hero to be leveled up, and we have spoken about all the heroes, and sorry for that, I had to just send that text which was very much needed. So we just saw all of the heroes' skills as well as buffs and the talents. So that's about. We need to cover. I'm still in video recording and I'm typing this. So I asked Logan, what if by mistake I show the chat? He said that absolutely fine, bhaiya, no problem at all. Really cool, man. Really cool team. Before I forget about it, let's quickly talk about the faction effects as well, and then we will close this video. So within the game, we have 3 factions. We've spoken about Blood Rose, we've spoken about Wings of Dawn, and we've spoken about Guard of Order. Now, very quickly, if you have all Blood Rose lineup, you will be easily counted by all Wings of Dawn hero. If you have all Wings of Dawn heroes, you will be easily counted by a Guard of Order. Though the arrow does not point, but that is what it means. And the other way around, people say that it does not happen. Wings of Dawn are highly effective, but I have seen certain reports where I felt and I have seen the proof where Guard of Order actually counters Wings of Dawn, and it's a cycle that runs. So multiple formations that I heard about are like two Blood Rose heroes, two Wings, and then two Guard of Order. To keep it very simply, they say that two red, two blue, and one orange. And then the other versions say that I'll go for three oranges, one blue, and one red, depending upon the person's formation, because the formation is where it makes the entire difference. Let's say I have Katrina, Laura, and then I'm specifically taking these names only because these are the heroes which you get at the beginning stages of the game. So highly likely chance of you getting these heroes are like Katrina, Laura, Sophia. These are the three heroes that you get right at the beginning stages of the game. And at those stages, when your headquarter level is like not even 11 or 12, if you have these three heroes, you have a very, very good advantage. The main reason being the fuel consumption, okay, along with the idle experience, and for Laura, the yields, etc., and the mission count. And then for Sophia, obviously your construction timer. And if in case you're very, very lucky and you get Emilia, you have your research time. So these heroes are very, very necessary in the game right at the beginning stages of the game. And by luckily, if you get Mia as well, you'll have your blueprints. On top of it, very, very recently, Chinatsu also has been added to the recruitment bar. So by any chance, if you are able to recruit Chinatsu, you have your alliance duel points. And I don't have to stress on the importance of alliance duel points. You pretty much everyone know about it. So these are the formations and those are the heroes, guys. So make the best use out of them. Get your heroes up to max level as possible. How we have spoken about in many of the videos, where you get the stars, where you get the orange fragments, etc. There is another video which is available, and even that is almost 1 hour long, where I have spoken about the state event. I think the title is Enemy Buster and State Event Comprehensive Guide for Enemy Buster and State Event. So go ahead and check that out. We are already at 1 hour mark, so I'm not going to stretch the video any further. We have already taken a lot of time of yours. So this video as well becomes like a comprehensive guide. I hope this information helps you out in the growth of your headquarter on the whole. As I always say, please go ahead and comment on the video. Let me know your thoughts and we can have a discussion or maybe even a debate in the comment section. Let's not stretch it way too much. So kindly just let me know your opinion about the video. And if there is something which I missed out, if you want me to cover that in the future videos, let me know. I'll definitely cover it. And then what? We can always have a fun conversation. Then like the video, very, very necessary, because the more number of likes we have, the better chances of YouTube recommending our video to more people. Share the video manually with your friends so that it reaches a lot of people, which I really need at this stage of where we are at the channel. Getting to 2000 subscribers was a big time deal, because almost for like 2 to 3 years my channel stood still at like 1800 subscribers, and I did not know what to do with it. Thankfully to Last Z, we recently crossed 2000 subscribers. That is one of our achievements. So more you share, more people will come to know about these videos. And I'm pretty much surprised to see that, and I'm very, very thankful to the God, Jai Sri Krishna, also to the universe, that many people are watching it. It is slowly growing. The growth is there. It is progressive graph. And what actually surprised me is like I get texts from other states in the game and in the comment section. The other day, one of my fellow said, "I'm Santa of so and so state. You're Santa of so and so state." I'm like, "Wow, man! This is so much love and affection that you guys are showering on me, and I'm really, really thankful to everyone about it. Very much grateful that you guys are already sharing my videos at many places." So huge thank you for everyone. Matt and Penny, really fantastic support from you guys, and I'm very much happy of the way RPM has been with this guy. Not easy to handle this guy. But thank you so much for this opportunity. Having said that, guys, we will take a leave as of now. I did not want to cover for 1 hour. Wherein very interesting topic. One of my friend from the alliance has suggested that Santa भाई क्या आपने हीरोज के ऊपर कभी वीडियो बनाया? तब मेरा दिमाग में खनका कि यार हमने तो कभी बनाए ही नहीं है हीरो के ऊपर वीडियो, तो चलिए बना देते हैं. అలాగే ఏంటంటే మరి చాలామంది వాళ్ళు కమెంట్ సెక్షన్లో చూపించిన ప్రేమ ఆదరణని మనం గౌరవించాలి, మాట్లాడాలి. ఎంతో మంది వచ్చి అక్కడ నాకు సపోర్ట్ చూపిస్తున్నారు. సో విత్ దాట్ యూ అండర్స్టూడ్ దట్ మై ఫ్లూయెన్సీ లెవెల్స్ ఆఫ్ 3 different languages. Having said that, this is Santa signing out for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what kind of video you want, what topic you want me to cover. I will definitely try not to stretch the video for 1 hour, but if I do, I like to talk a lot, so pardon me for that. And even though my videos are lengthy, still people are watching. That is like a big time boon for me, so I'm very much thankful for that. Thank you for watching. You guys have a nice time. I'll see you guys in the next video. Santa signing out for now. Good night from India. Good morning to the other side of the world. Have a nice time, guys. See ya.